Let me ask y'all something. Do y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? I hope y'all. Well, really, I hope it's not in my video. But have y'all noticed that when you the, this video, this is second video, people wouldn't argue you if you tell them you are a so-called prophet. But if you tell them that if you tell them is to keep all of the commandments of the Most High, you got an argument. They will argue, I don't believe that when it comes to the commandments and keeping all of the commandments of the Most High. But they're not going to argue you when you tell them, oh, I'm a real prophet. Although the Bible does give you warning and tell you, see, they not going to look. Let me tell you where they're not going to go. They're not going to go into Deuteronomy chapter 13, and they're not going to read this. If there arise amongst you a prophet or a dream of dreams, and give thee a sign or wonder, and the sign of the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, let us go after other gods which thou hast not known, and let us serve them. Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet, or that dream of dreams. For the Lord your God prove you to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. Ye shall walk after the Lord your God and fear him and keep his commandments and obey his voice, and ye shall serve him and cleave unto him. Now it says, obey his voice and walk in his commandments. Now we're going to find out how many commandments it says walk in. Let's find out how many commandments are there. All right. That's Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, now Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, all, A-L-L, all his ways, to love him and to observe, to love him and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul. Now, why would it say all? That's a key word. Why would that word all be in there? The reason why that word all is in that, that's an important word, because he want to make sure that his people don't try to jump ship and try to make excuses and try to hold on to some and say some of the commandment, because it represents some, because that tells you that most people are only keeping some of his commandments. They're not keeping all of them. And then it says, verse 13, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I commanded thee this day for thy good. You see what I'm saying? But why would it say all? Why would it say all? Deuteronomy 11, verse 8. Therefore shall ye keep all the commandments. See that? That's Deuteronomy 11 and verse 8. And then I read Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12, where it said, and now, Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee? Now, what does he require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in thy God, to walk in all his ways, to love him and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I commanded thee this day for thy good. Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 8. Therefore shall ye keep all the commandments which I commanded you this day, that ye may be strong and go in and possess the land, whether ye go to possess it. And then that word go again in Deuteronomy chapter 11 and verse 13. It shall come to pass, if ye shall hearken diligently unto my commandments, which I commanded thee this day, to love the Lord your God with all your heart and serve him with all. Now, why would it say with all your heart? That means surrender your whole spirit to him with all your heart and with all your soul. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But see, a lot of people, man, they gonna turn around and they gonna do what they want to do. You see what I'm saying? And if you read on in Deuteronomy chapter 12, it's talking about how the Most High gave them up to the lust of what they wanted. They kept on complaining. They kept on. They was hard-headed. They was rebellious, and they wanted to do what they want to do. So look what he did. He told, all right, if you want to serve God, if you want that unclean food, if you want to eat whatever if you want the pig, if you want all that, okay, I'm gonna give it to you. All right, I'm gonna give it to your hard-headed self. I'm gonna give it to your hard-headed butt. All right, you want to be hard-headed? Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna give it to you. There's an example in Numbers chapter 11. It talks about that too. He said, okay, you want to do that? I'm going to give you up to that lust. I'm going to give you up to. Now, a lot of people take that out of context and say, see, God told Israel they can eat whatever they want to eat. God told them they can eat whatever they want to eat. See that? He told them that we can do what we want to do. No, he was talking about in that context, they were so rebellious and hard-headed until he just got tired of messing with them. Okay, I'm going to let you go ahead on and eat what you want. And after you do it, I'm going to kill you. I'm gonna wipe you off the planet. He clearly said that. He said, if you don't follow me, he said, look, you'll be put to death. He said, if you sleep with a man, I'm gonna put you to death. If another woman sleep with another woman, I'm gonna put her to death. If you continue to keep eating pork and swine, I'm gonna put you to death. Now, if you talk about that, guess what they're gonna do? Oh, I don't agree with that. That's what Israel done. But they wanted to hear something good. They was complaining about having a man of God over them. He turned around and let them other wicked nations rule over. They wanted the wicked nation. They didn't want no righteous king like Samuel and Jeremiah and Moses. They didn't want that. They wanted a wicked king. So the Most High put a wicked kingdom over them. And we're going to get into more who those kings were. They wanted to do what they want to do, just like Uzzah in the Old Testament. He put forth his hand of the ark and grabbed the ark of the Most High's covenant. And guess what? The Most High took and he struck Uriah. I think it was Uriah. He struck him dead because he took hold of the ark of the covenant. He wasn't supposed to. It was sacred. It was only for the Levites. This is what people are doing today, people. I think in one place in Leviticus, I think he told nobody but Aaron's the Levite son was allowed to go into the holy place, and they couldn't even touch the incense. You know what I mean? And I think it was one of them, Aaron, the Most High killed. That was in Leviticus chapter, I think it's 11, I think, or 10:1. No, I think it's 10. I know it's not 11, but 11 is only talking about, you know what I'm saying, the foods and stuff like that. But right here, look what it says right here. Leviticus chapter 10 and verse 1. And Nadab and Abihu, the sons of Aaron, took either of them his censer and put fire thereon, and put incenses thereon, and offered strange fire before the Lord, which he commanded them not. And there went out fire from the Lord and devoured them, and they died before the Lord. See what I'm saying? They died, man, because they did not do it. You can, if you walk up to people, now this is the same thing it is. Like the Most High say, hey, look, beware of false prophets. Oh, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Be what? No, I'm sorry. Keep the commandments of the Most High God. Keep the commandments. Keep all the commandments. Oh, I don't believe that. I'm sorry, I had it wrong. My bad. I don't believe that in keeping the commandments. No, that's your interpretation. And look what happened to them. They offered strange fire before the Lord, which he commanded them not. And there went out fire from from the Lord and devoured them, and they died before the Lord. That's what happened to them. They died, man. But if you tell them, oh, I met a prophet down the street down there, and he was telling me that I was gonna get me a check within less than 30 days. I was gonna have a couple of $1,000. Really? You should have got his number then, baby. This is what people exalt. I think people they really love death rather than life. You tell them that the Most High only came back here is to save the Hebrew Israelites. They're going to tell you, oh, well, I don't believe that. They're going to laugh at it. But if you tell them, oh, they got a prophet slaying people out in the Holy Ghost. Oh, baby, where you at? I got to go to that event. No argument. No, none of that. No excuses. You're going to go, even if the man using witchcraft. You know who being stupid? You are. Come out of white supremacists, people. I'm gonna pick this up when I come back because I gotta go make a run. I probably do a video in Walmart. I'm gonna head that way, and I'm gonna see y'all later. I'll be back though tonight, and I'm gonna make sure that I go live again. We're gonna talk some more about this here. But this video is entitled, "They would rather listen to somebody tell them about a so-called prophet rather than honoring and following all of the commandments of the Most High." They'll make every excuse for the commandments, but they won't take no second thought when it comes down to a fake prophet or a so-called prophet. I'm out. I'll be back.